Okay, welcome back to turn 51 of Metal and Metal. I'm just going to press go because we're basically just trying to pull back here. Trying to find the right kind of camera length for the trees to actually draw in. Or most of the trees, anyway. I still have this big wodge of panthers here that I haven't quite gotten rid of yet, so we might be able to take some kind of advantage of Limbo's movements over here. Probably not, though. Well, at least we saw some artillery coming in there. That's good news. You know, friendly artillery. What a novelty. Ah, and there are some enemy infantry in there as well. That's excellent. So yeah, nothing spectacular. Going left to right this time. First platoon is legging it back to the half tracks. McGruff's squad is getting out of the Wood of Doom and mounting up on is that Wubba? No, it says 9307, the one with the gun that works. And third, is this third? Yes. Third is mounting up over here, and they're going to be able to attempt to leg it back next turn. There is actually room for these guys. I can't remember which tank they are, sorry. But otherwise... that is about it. Let's take a quick look at what Limbo is doing. We got some half tracks coming up. Okay, these half tracks are empty. And it looks like they're just there to work the cutoff on that objective. Oh, that was Jeff Brown. I thought they were Americans. Yeah, we got a split down squad on that corner there. Maybe we got some casualties in there, who knows. And we saw... Yeah, first of all, we did actually manage to smack his spit of the woods up a little bit, and then we did see... Yes, some enemy infantry there. Running towards the artillery. Always a good move when it's the other guy doing that. So, yeah. Let's get out of here, essentially. Hutch is still slogging on. Cusack is unlikely to be getting out of here alive, I fear. He's quite well masked and in defilade, but I'm not sure that's actually going to help all that much. Wubba, who has a firepower kill, needs to get out of here. Screw it, let's just go through the hedge. I should make sure we pop some smoke in the process. Part of me wants to sneak around and cover that angle off. I don't know, we'll wait, we'll hang on a little bit. We do have space in that half track for them, so let's get them in there. Bug out with toothpick straight into the deployment zone. Eric 96 still needs to keep running away. That's that artillery. How far out are we with that? Ah, we're spotting now. That's excellent. Okay. Yeah, the rest of the first platoon is sorting its life out. Might as well mount everybody up before we go. And that's probably it, really, I think. That's dismounted. Yeah, let's send it back and keep this ball rolling. Okay, turn 52. Let's go. As before, not expecting an awful lot. We're mostly just trying to run away. That was probably just a spotting round. But yeah, it's third platoon into the grinder here. We'll see if they can make it, trying to dart back this way. But nothing too spectacular by the looks of things. He said just before everybody died in the last second of the turn. Nope, no, we're okay. Okay, cool. So we got some more arty coming in. These guys haven't moved. I might adjust the artillery onto them though. It would be nice to like dump a 105mm shell on top of a Pershing and see how it reacts. These guys in the half tracks appear to be making it. That Pershing doesn't look like it's reacting too much. What's that? Oh, I tried to lock onto it, but I think these are still, yeah, these are still dismounted. Yeah. Nothing even remotely exciting there, really. Oh. Says is taking some pot shots, but we're not interested in that. Let's just get out of here. Take advantage of that smoke. And while it's there, now you are spotting. So let's shuffle you guys over to bomb there. That Tom Steele squad needs to get into the half track. Then we need to think of some way of getting these guys out, because they have a lot of unpleasantness to cover. That said, actually, there is a little bit of reverse slope to play with back here. I didn't clock that. You have a little bit. That fence is really annoying. Yeah, we've got a little bit to play with. We can disappear over here. Get shut up by this stuff, but we can try. Some broken line of sight there. Yeah. We can do that. These guys are mounting up, so we'll give you a pause command. And then bug out. Past the people who haven't figured out that they need to get online. Okay, so these tanks are mostly okay. No, Dead Panic could do with facing forward again, that would be nice. Can we pop up here and get some shots in on those Shermans, I wonder? That might be a nice little parting gift. So who's the best here? We got Starch Addict and Andrew Wiggins and Eldar and Colby Simpson, and they're all regular, as is Dead Panic. Plus we've got Duck in the Tiger. Okay, let's bring you guys up onto this corner. Make sure we've got Duck in there so we get the 88. Get a little bit more punch in. Let's bring Wiggins and Starch Addict up. Not up, as it were. But we stick a couple of tanks on this corner, and we'll try and get that like local fire superiority, to the extent that that is a thing for armor. Yeah, cool. Not, like I say, there's not much else to do here. Hopefully the artillery will rack up some kills, but otherwise, whatever. Let's go. We're on the we're in the escape chute now. Welcome back to turn 53 of Metal on Metal. I'm just going to press go. Our attempts to disengage continue. Also artillery. Artillery also continues. We're not really expecting anything too exciting. Unless some of the platoon's half-tracks get schwacked by something, but I think they should be okay. He said, dooming them to horrible instant cremation. Cool, yeah, so nothing excessively bad happened to anybody there, I don't think. At least nobody on our team. What's this? Yeah, there's that Pershing that was just sat there watching. I haven't got any hits on that one. And these, yeah, Limbo hasn't remanned those. So yeah, we're just bravely running away. Still. With a bit of luck, that artillery is doing a bit of damage, but we are reorienting it, aren't we? And we were bringing some tanks here because I feel like we might be able to get a little bit of flanking fire on. They're spotting, they're adjusting, that's fine. Guys are going. You guys are also going. Lots of smoke there. That's good. Good. And Tom Steele SWAT is mounting up. So we should... Proximal can't pop smoke anymore. Peanuts tank can, however. And we can stand by to move out. Get these guys out of the forest terrain there, the forest tiles. That way they can have a better go at legging it. Cusack's smoke should drift this way, giving us a little bit of cover. So I think we're going to leg it. We leg it down here onto this tiny little bit of reverse slope. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to come this way and take... Well, we'll be pretty much screwed wherever we go, I guess, so we might as well just go in a straight line and just go fast. Gotta go fast. I should not have sent Andrew Wiggins, he's blind. Also, whose orders are these? Oh, that's you? Okay, I don't know what happened there. You guys just need to go over there. Weird. So yeah, let's pull Wiggins back, because I didn't realise his optics were so knackered. And yeah, Dead Panic, Starch Addict and Duck, you're up, I suppose. Because I want to get some eyeballs across this corner into those Shermans. So I reckon they might be sufficiently vulnerable to just leave a bit of a parting gift. So yeah, that's it. Nice and simple. Okay, welcome back to turn 54 of Metal on Metal. We are continuing our brave dash to the rear. I do sort of need to remember what's going on, because it's been maybe a week and a bit since we last did a turn, because, you know, Christmas is the thing. It's absolute novelty in having Christmas off. So we have bits of 3rd platoon coming back down here along this edge. And a few of the tanks, I can't remember exactly which ones we're sending forward, are going to pop up and maybe try and keyhole onto these Shermans here, or a Sherman. Plus, we're starting to think about getting first. Is that first? Yes, 1st platoon. Peanuts, Tiger, and Proximal, the lone surviving Panzer III, back this way, which is going to be tough because there is a metric ton of Allied armor basically covering every angle. Covering this gap down here basically is the main problem, but also an angled field of fire past the edge of the wood down here, so they actually have quite a limited maneuvering space. Oh, plus we're artillerying stuff. I can't remember what I've got going on with the artillery. Whatever, we're going to press go, and let's see what we get here. Mostly if anybody else cops it. I feel like the half-tracks here might be in for a bad time. Oh, taking a pot shot at that Pershing though, that'll do. Just look somewhat distressingly like Limbo is moving up, especially over on this side of the road over here. And somebody's getting shut up. These are panicking tank crews, I believe. Okay, well, nobody died in a really impressive way, I guess. We can take that. So starting off on the right, the half tracks are, well, Salami Pants here is negotiating the stream, and he has just about managed it. Though they do get something engages Ah, yes. What happens there? So they're running along. And I guess one of the Pershings, yes, one of the Pershings takes a pot shot at them. And literally, literally cut the gunner in half. Like, just zip. Because it exploded back here. Only just missed the half track. So who was that? Which tank is that even? That's one of the Panthers. 5 company. First platoon HQ. So that's 5-1. Somebody else here is already dead. When did they die? I've obviously missed that at some point. Maybe they buddy-aided them, I'm not sure. But anyway, it's 511. Which was Sergeant Bagel's tank, actually. Oh, it's not 5-1, it's 5-1 HQ, rather. So that means that the driver, he's already dead. So Dirty Burke, you're dead, question mark. And the gunner, Rocker, just got cut in half by a Pershing. Gribbly. And that leaves Boreal K as the lone survivor of that tank crew. And he's got to keep on running. I can't tell him to do anything. He's just got to suck it up, I guess. And yeah, he's got the... yeah, he's advancing here, so this Pershing coming around the corner. Which I don't think we've managed to shoot at, actually. It doesn't look like it's got any damage. There's another Sherman that does have a little bit of damage coming up. And then... Pershings, a half-track, yeah. But this crew here is Master Stew's from Master Stew's Tiger, and they also got engaged by a very high shot. Who fired that then? Be another Pershing. Oh no! Oh! It's an assault Sherman with the 105mm gun. Ooh. Fancy. No wonder it nobbled them. So that was what? That's Master Stew's gunner. Where are you, Master Stew? That's Macy isolated, so just Master Stew on his own there. Just a little graveyard of dead tanks down here. That's it for that turn. We also had over here, actually I can turn the quality down a little bit because it's getting a bit jumpy. We're getting VSES 9307 with McGruff's squad, or what's left of McGruff's squad on it. Oh, he's the one who goes the shot off. I assume. Yes. Didn't do anything. I mean, it just literally just bounced off. But you know, it's enough to let them know that we're there. And he's managed to successfully reverse through that gap in the woods, which is good. Everybody else, you know, we got some of these the Panthers moving up. Yeah, I remember this. We were going to send Wiggins forward, but actually he can't see anything because his tank's knackered, so we'll send somebody else up. That's cool. And we're pretty much just standing by to go here, so we've got a bit of smoke coming up. The question is whether we can actually cross this area here now that there are a lot of tanks covering it. Which, yeah, I'm not stoked about that. It's really getting the mass online here. But yeah, first platoon is standing by to die. See if we can't peekaboo these Shermans there. If we are careful, we might be able to isolate these two and not get into a tussle with those Pershings. Okay, cool. Let's do that while I'm actually thinking about it. Gets Duck and his Tiger up here. And we'll Starch Addict. Can he see there already? No, he can't. And actually he would be... yeah, he's a bit off there. Now we can see the left. We've got Dead Panic. You can totally see over there. Maybe not, maybe not. Maybe he does need to go a little bit further forward. Not 100% sure I trust that. Let's get Wiggins out of there, because he's knackered. He can go past the disengagement line there. This is Zook's crew. He can leg it. Everybody else... let's get you guys across the line. Get Vises and McGruff out. Big Chief is knackered, he needs to go. Wubba Lubba also knackered, needs to go. We'll just reverse our way out. Make ourselves a little traffic jam. What is going on with my artillery? Okay, so 2 minutes, we're going to adjust onto these guys here, and we know there's targets. That's good. These guys are still spotting over there. Which brings us to this disaster in waiting. So Cusack gets to be the rabbit. So he's going to come forward. Turn and be able to engage these two. Hopefully. Actually, we better go a little bit forward because of the smoke. But we'll use hunt so he stops when he sees the bad guys. And with a bit of luck, that will command the enemy's attention. And then we can just do one down here with everybody else. So Proximal's going to go first. I'll bring Peanut's Tiger out later. It's rating 20, so we'll go 30 on Andrew Offen in the Platoon HQ half-track. Just need to get kind of up here-ish. And probably shouldn't follow in the tracks of other vehicles here because or cross them like I did just there because I mean some of them are probably going to get knocked out. And we'll stand by with Peanut to follow them up at the end. Yeah, let's get that back. Okay, we're back for turn 55 of Metal on Metal. And all eyes on First Platoon, Proximal and Peanut's tank over here, who are going to try and run away and will all die horribly. Cusack might be able to provide a bit of a distraction, but we'll probably also just get a 90mm shell to the face. And over here we have, oh, who is it? It is Duck, Starch Addict, and Dead Panic, who are going to try and keyhole onto these Shermans over here and see if we can't whack a few. But yeah, but we'll see what happens. I suspect the answer is exploding German tanks. Especially seen as though Cusack has moved up, and yep, there we go. And we simultaneously lost the spot on the Pershing over here, which is just not a good sign. Yep, there goes Cusack. Yep, there goes Proximal. You can see the shell went all the way through. I also had, I think the Platoon HQ half. Oh yeah, we're going to get a little traffic jam down here. Yep, there goes a half track. This was a bad idea. But these guys made it out. I mean, Toothpick has got his half track bogged in there, but everybody else is okay. So yeah, we didn't miss anything over here at all. Everybody has gone out. None of the tanks over here have actually made the spot. They are all opened up, aren't they? So yeah, they can see some stuff, but they can't. Though that said, it does look like there is. Yeah. This Pershing has spotted them. He's getting a shell off in the direction of Dead Panic, who has no idea that it's there. So that's just basically not going to work. Anyway, what happened to Cusack except the fact that he just exploded? So we peeked out here. Didn't see anything. the optics are a little bit damaged. And I mean, this is the problem, is there is a Pershing just right there. Like, right there. Which he has not seen at all. Oh, now we see a Sherman. Oh, so we got 2 hits there. Or, okay, so he's decided that he didn't get hit, but he has decided that he needs to pop smoke and go away. Looks like we tanked a shot from something else. Actually, there are 2 shots. I'm not going mad. But yeah, once again, or was it 1? Oh, that's an existing hit. So that was a 76mm shell, and then the 90mm. Then a miss, and I think they get polished off before they get out. I mean, they bounced some. From, I mean, Shermans. Yeah. Anyway. Where's my red pen? Sorry, Cusack, but you may have helped everybody else live for several more seconds than they might otherwise have done. That's Cusack, Kitty Cat, Whisperlocks, Shaggy, and Lol Rufflecakes, who are all saving on cremation expenses. Meanwhile, first platoon and the other bits and bobs have started to move off. Proximal is about to get whacked by a Pershing, I suspect. Yep. It's also a total loss. Where's Proximal? On the other page. Sorry, Proximal. And Kappa, and Ike Cooper, and Tub Master General. You all just got killed by a Pershing. I think they get hit by, they get schwacked by another shell as well. Yeah, that might be a... And I have screwed up the traffic management here. But yeah, that is a 1st Platoon HQ, what's left of them. And their half-track. So that was Steve Schaefer. And we have Andrew Offen in there as well, he's down. Is it? It should be. Yes. So they're out of it. And I suspect... have we got an eyeball on which Pershing it was? It's one of the... well... that one. I mean, at least that's going to provide a little bit of smoke that the others can hide behind. But, yeah. They've seen that. And game over. Okay. We do get some casualties in here. I think, yeah. Keller and co. Decided to open fire on a scout team. Or some infantry that are running forward. Oh, Keller got one, I guess. But they're going to get pasted in the next turn. Yep, that's Keller. He's dead. He's just got small arms. Small arms. SAF, small arms fire, turn 55, Mr. Keller. And now they're panicking and running away. And Fax 2, who somehow ended up in there, is also running away. Okay, so... I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that 1st Platoon here is a bit of a write-off. Let's get everybody else moved back, because... that's how that cookie's crumbling, that. Where's my artillery? Oh, 1 minute till it starts falling there, that should be okay. They're still spotting over there. You guys... we really need to adjust the orders for. I mean, I don't think any of you are going to make it. And Peanut's crew have dropped into a state of panic because Cusack just got annihilated. So that's awesome. We'll leave Duck there, I think, but everybody else, it's time to go, isn't it? As long as we're across the river, that's my stated aims. Across the river, across this tiny little stream. I don't think we need to be subtle about this. And I think one more turn for the artillery, and then they can bug out as well. Okay, let's go. Alright, welcome back to turn 56 of Metal on Metal. We're almost disengaged. We pretty much just need to get the 2 remaining half tracks of 2nd Platoon. Is it 2nd or is it 1st? No, it's 1st Platoon. The 2 remaining half tracks and squads. So that's Tobias Maximus carrying Tom Steele's squad about, and Jeff carrying 1st Squad A team, which is what's left of Sleeping Bag's platoon, squad. I don't have high hopes for them. These guys got whacked because we're just going into a killing zone here. In hindsight, it might have been smarter to come down this way and use the ground a bit, but I'm also not convinced that that would help that much. Actually, now I am going down there. I think I wrote this off originally because Limbo's tanks over here can see fine, but actually with the smoke. So yeah, that was dumb, wasn't it? That's going to make an awful lot less sense of a move to all you guys watching it who haven't just had a week break. Anyway, they're all gonna die. I'm willing to bet money on that. But everybody else, I think, is okay. So let's just see how we go. Well, I say that. There is a shell from a Pershing in the air heading this direction. We'll see where that lands. Well, that one missed. These ones didn't. Yeah, that platoon is just going to pieces there. She's not too surprising. Though, Jeff might be running away in a sensible direction. And they have to move anyway, because that is definitely enemy 105s coming in there. There goes Duck. He just got schwacked. And yes, we got some artillery dropping on. Those have finally come in. I mean, God knows what's going on with Jeff's half track there. They're just having a mass panic. Well, yep, no real surprises. That is absolutely everybody in that half track. Yep. Absolutely everybody. So that is Subius Maximus, and it was Tom Steele's squad, right? Yeah. Zip. Was that? I just wrote that down as a Pershing. Was it? No, it wasn't. It was a Sherman. I mean, it doesn't make much difference to them in there. But so yeah, then Jeff panics and drives off this way, and then presumably sees all that stuff and then comes back. So this area is probably pretty safe. Oh, we should get up there while we have the space. Meanwhile, remember there are objectives as well. I keep forgetting about that. At hour half, Limbo starts filling in this building, but I don't think we take any more casualty. Oh yes, we do. Ben Keller is getting his entire squad killed. They definitely zigged where they should have zagged there. And they're going to get Pershing coaxed. Yeah, so who was that? Keller died in there, didn't it? So it's the loader and the driver. Keller, where are you? Now there it was, the loader, which was Folin, and the driver, El Jefe. 1056 were Pershing, and that leaves us with the gunner still alive, which is Corbin van Hoffman, who is running for his pixel trap and life, and may actually survive. Yes. Fax 2 is definitely just panicking in the cellar down there. But we did get some hits in on this line, and there was enemy infantry there, so hopefully... Where's that artillery? Well, when I said we get it in on that line, that's pretty inaccurate, as these things go. But, you know, maybe it'll get better. And then the other thing that happened was, yeah, there was this round in the air, wasn't there? Where was that round? It was this Pershing. Ah, there we go. So zip. Ah! Good old tree intercept. And letting Dead Panic get out of dodge. And then Duck, who can't actually see anything at all. Yeah, just sits there. Lost the driver. Oh, but everybody else is okay. Where was Duck? Yeah, so the driver was Dinkus Cerilius. You're dead. So yeah, nothing else. These guys have all made it. We are trailing back into the completely arbitrarily decided exit zone there. So, what else do we need to do? The company HQ, which is just not going to get anything done there, are they? Let's get them back into that half track. We have successfully adjusted this artillery onto here with Luke Frame and Co. The company HQ, incidentally, is Panic Evergreen, isn't it? So yeah, we just need to bug out with everybody. You need to actually run away into the dead ground like some kind of smart person. And so do you, Peanut. Pop some more smoke. Or I should say Peanut's tank. Get out this way. Hopefully. No, not much point putting that many orders in because they're not going to make it. That's Raw, the Tycoon HQ, he's legging it. Yeah, everybody else is just trailing in now. Hammer Time needs to go as well, in the shrimp bargain. Baruch the Penguin is going to make it out alive. Well, if we're lucky. Probably will be. But yeah, not long to go now. See if we can't get everybody out. Alright, welcome back to turn 57 of Metal on Metal. Everybody else is just about either disengaged or not going to be able to. The only real thing we have going on here is whether the artillery is going to be effective over there. Because the other barrage is still spotting and ain't going to come in before we run away. And whether the survivors of First Platoon and these bits behind this wood are going to get out alive. So that is Jeff driving whoever these guys are. Who's that? That's what's remains of First Squad. So Sleeping Bag Squad. And Jeff is already broken. So he's probably going to panic the instant he sees something. And Peanut's tank, which has... Where are we? Faust Barrow, Michael Saltzman, Grimm, and De Beers in it. Or De Beers, I guess. De Beers do gemstones, don't they? Anyway, they're broken as well. We're going to see if they can't get out this turn. And we'll see if what I should have done with these guys, who are all dead, is take advantage of this smoke and come down on ever so slightly onto the reverse slope to try and leg it round this way. I'm not confident that that's going to work because Limbo has a lot of tanks watching everything, but we'll see. That's basically all we're looking for. That's some American 105s. And yeah, Keller's tank crew. I think there was only one guy left, so he probably only just got injured. Yeah, plenty of fire going in on the farm there, I think. One of those Shermans fired a shot. Don't know where that went. And, well, they're kind of on the way. They're not dead yet, though I suspect they will be soon. So, that's Peanut's tank popping some smoke there. Yeah, it looks like everybody's kind of getting out. It's a bit of an incoming round coming this way, but I don't know. Is that from them? Yes, it's that bloody Pershing up on the hill again. So, yeah, they might make it. Depends how fast this smoke blooms that Peanut's getting out, I guess. But not much else we can do about that. Yeah, that is... Who was that? That was Keller's gunner, isn't it? Where are you? Corbin van Hoffman. Who is probably going to get... I think he just gets injured by some shrapnel from the looks of it. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's not... much else to talk about, really. Let's see. I know we get some more artillery in here at some point. It's a little bit off. Really wanted to land here, but hey ho. Yeah, everybody else is getting across the river. The FO teams, which is, well, the actual FO, which is Luke Raymond Co. and Panic Evergreen, the company HQ, are both legging it. They can hop into... Well, they're hopping into their half-tracks. I was going to put Duck's surviving Tiger crew in there as well, but looks like that's unlikely to happen. Did I order McGruff to get off that tank? Evidently I did. He better run off as well. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, everybody else is pretty much across the line, or towards the map edge, so that's pretty much, yeah. Do we need to fine-tune any of this? I suspect not. Once we get into this kind of area, I'm really relying on that smoke from Cusack and the buildings to hide everything. But we really are just doing one here. We'll see if they make it out on the next turn. They're going to lose a lot of speed over the railway tracks. For some reason, I've never been quite sure. It seems like while it wouldn't be healthy to take railway tracks laterally at speed, I'm sure you could do it. And if there's a situation that calls for that, it's probably this one. So anyway, let's send that one back and see what we get. Alright, it is turn 58 of Metal on Metal. We are pretty much completely disengaged. We're just watching to see if Peanut's tank and Jeff's half-track with the two survivors from Sleeping Bag Squad of 1st Platoon escape the clutches of the Allies. They should probably just stay there and surrender, but, you know, whatever. They might make it. That Pershing has opened fire and the half-track and missed, which is now panicking. That's... Oh, and there goes... yeah, okay, yeah. So I guess it's time to hit that ceasefire button. I'm even losing the observation because I've pulled the FOs back. And oh yeah, more casualties, and yeah, you can see Limbo sending everybody forward. Over on the left, no surprises. Right. So what actually happens? I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest that all these tanks over here happen. Yeah, that's a Sherman and a Pershing. And that, well, might as well save the casualties to the end, I guess. That kills. The gunner and everybody but the gunner and the loader. Who run off into the sunset. And then the loader gets nailed as well. So the only survivor is the gunner. What happens to the... Oh, he was out in front and everything. Ouch. Gutted. So the lone survivor there... was it the gunner? It was the gunner, wasn't it? Yeah, which is Faust Barrow. Everybody else, the driver, Michael Saltzman, the loader Grim, and the number 5, the Bears, they're all dead on turn 58. And I'm going to say the Pershing did it, because why not just give the Pershings more kills? And of course the half-track with Jeff and Sleeping Bags, 2 survivors, probably would have done okay, apart from the fact that they crapped their pants. Well, maybe not would have done okay. But if we... Like, he's just dropped into a shaken state and they're having a bit of a panic. Right up until the moment that they all die. So, it's not completely impossible. They could have made it if they hadn't crapped to the bed. So that was Jeff, wasn't it? Yeah. On turn 58. So, to some extent unlucky, to other extents, I mean, he's a bit hulled down. But that's not really helping. There's just so much stuff out here, so... Yeah. That, I think, is the game. These guys are all going to get out. No problem. Did we get any artillery fun times over here? Yeah, that is off target. Where did I actually order it? Yeah, see, it's landing here instead of on there, which would have been a bit better. But you know, we might have got some casualties. It might have made him reverse a little bit. Yeah, nothing else to say. At least this artillery is in theory now coming in, but whatever. I'm going to hit the ceasefire button, so that gets out there, and then just get it back, and we will arrange a ceasefire. Okay, I'm just going to press go. It's turn 59. I press the ceasefire button. Everything I've got is disengaged. the ball is in Limbo's court. When he's sorted mopping up the objectives and he's happy, he's going to press the button, and then we'll get our ceasefire. Of course, my artillery is not going to stop during this time, so we might still rack up a little bit of damage. It's pretty much just the only problem thing here is Fax 2, who is cowering in the basement of the, or wishes he was in the basement of the Auerhof objective, in a building getting shot at. So, yeah, I don't think we really saw much else. Yeah. Let's get the FOs away. Or the FO and the company HQ. Oh, this is Keller's gunner. I'll keep forgetting his name. Corbin van Hoffman. You're just gonna run away as well. Come on, let's go. Run, run, run. Into the woods. And Fax 2 we can't do anything about because he is panicking, which he probably should be. Yep, dead quick. Just gonna press go. It is turn 60. We're essentially just in the mopping up phase. Though, my artillery has finally started coming on this wood block. And if there is anybody in there, they're probably having a bad time right now. That said, Fax 2, who is here, is probably about to get wrecked because the half-track has just come up and unloaded a squad right on top of him. He's too busy cowering to do anything about it, though. Realistically, he just needs to throw his hands up and get himself taken prisoner. But instead, he was a little bit too committed. So it looks like he traded with the first American in the building. Yeah. Well, that's, I think, probably the final name off the list. Where are you, Fax 2? Turn 60 to enemy infantry. I mean, I guess. Oh. That's not all that happened, is it? Should have taken a more circuitous route with the half-tracks, obviously, because the company HQ for the Panzer Grenadiers just got schwacked. Yeah, everybody's dead, Dave. That is a good shot. It's one of those Shermans over there, wasn't it? Yeah, that one. Ooh. I hope the FOs get out, because the FOs are actually have actually done pretty much everything I wanted them to do. Yeah, so that was Panic Evergreen. And his half-track driver Zay, I don't know. On turn 60. Very unlucky. But also just reflective of the fact that I'm not paying as much attention as I perhaps should do, because look, we had a Panther that got hit here. We lost a Tiger here. We lost a Panther here. I pulled back another Panther that was here on the reverse slope because it was getting engaged, and I just decided to drive straight through that area. So, you know, that is on me. With luck, Luke Frame and that guy named Dan in the hopefully slightly speedier 250 there will make it alive. But they are committed now, there's not much to do about it. Also, McGruff squad, I swear I gave you orders. Well, let's rectify that. Go on, get across the stream of safety. But yeah, apart from that, a bit of inattention right at the end. You know, we're just waiting for the ceasefire. Okay, it's turn 61. Fax 2 got mopped up over there in that objective last turn. We don't have any other pots on the stove here, just the unexpected and slightly, I was going to say annoying, that's not quite right, exasperating failure to not drive in the enemy's field of fire with that guy named Dan as he takes Luke Frame and the FO team out of trouble. So we're pretty much just waiting to see if they get schwacked. There is a little bit of a reverse slope here, and it looks like they've made it. So that's some good news. In the meantime, we're just getting a bit of arty fire coming in. That feels so inaccurate. But yeah, sucks to be in there, I bet. I'll just like moving the camera around because there's not really anything else to see here, is there? With a bit of luck, we might get a ceasefire this turn. Yes! Yes, we did. Okay. So, obviously, that is a US Army victory. No surprises there. He's got the objectives down, apart from one, which is at my end, and he killed more stuff. So the infantry, the like actual personnel casualties, probably not that critical compared to the tanks. So I managed to take out 15 American tanks. Limbo managed to take out 27 German tanks, plus 6 half-tracks and 2 of the Schwimmwagens. So yeah, this pretty much lines up with what I was expecting to see. So in that sense, no real surprises. It'll be interesting to go through some of these American tanks and see what damage we actually did. So see this one, oh, they are actually jumbos. Were they all jumbos? I had them down as easy 8s. Just been wrong the entire time. Don't worry about that. See, look like that. That got 3 kills and took like no damage at all. That one is immobilized. Over here, yeah. See that one did get its gun knocked out. No casualties on the inside though. That one also got 3 kills, and you know, lots of subsystem damage like the radio and the optics, but that didn't stop it being a pain. It looks like we managed to get a handful of casualties over here. When I say that, that's a whole squad, and there's only a few of them, so they must have had a bad time at some point. Actually, these limbos probably policed up the casualties, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, again, very little subsystem damage going on there. These guys in here, that team lost a man to Fax to his little last stand right at the end. But yeah, these tanks here, well, it's just minimal damage across the board, and they're all policing up the just generically wrecking all the stuff that came their way. At least the Pershings are. 3 seems like a very popular number of kills, actually, for the Pershings, which is a bit strange. So that one got 3 as well. That one got 3. Yeah, that's weird. We definitely hit that one, but again, it's like just very minimal damage. Oh, this got absolutely wrecked, but it's still functional. It's evidently a just there to move everything about. And what have we got stashed in here? All the these are all dismounted tank crews. So yeah, like I say, no real surprises. That XO team with 10 kills obviously got some artillery fire in. The FO not so much, so yeah. I think we're going to have a proper conversation about this when we get round to it. Oh, that's interesting. So this is Frank Dolas. I thought this icon was different. Who was over here? He was the company 2IC, but now that the actual IC got schwacked in the half track over there, Panic Evergreen got wasted at the end. He has now taken over. He was the 2IC team. He has taken over and is now the actual IC. So he's the one company HQ. That's interesting. I might have to mess around with and experiment with that a little bit. The FO team with Luke Frame got 16 kills, but I mean, apart from that, it's quite unsurprisingly, there's some quite thin results across the board in terms of surviving tanks actually killing anything. I see Wubba Lubba, who was on that corner over there, got a couple of Easy 8s. Oh, there's Easy 8s and there's Jumbos in there. Okay, makes sense. I think we actually lost all the Tigers, didn't we? Yeah, all this like little tank graveyard over here. And most of them went down without actually achieving very much. Though this one, obviously, I can't see. I know that's a Platoon HQ, but I don't know which company it's from, so I can't actually. I can't remember. I need to have like a proper plot where I mark out where everybody died on the map or something. Otherwise, I can't really tell what's going on. I know that was Spooker, and he managed to take out 3 tanks. But between the time distance and not actually knowing what's going on, it's quite difficult to actually see what happened in some respects. Oh, what happened to these guys in here? Oh yeah, plenty of casualties in there. At least the artillery's doing something. Yeah, so that's a quick overview there. Yeah, no surprises. Pretty much exactly what we were expecting. And yeah, like I say, the plan is to have an actual roundup. Well, me and Limbo will have, or Limbo and I will have a proper chat about the result and what happened, and what we can get out of it. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'll come back with the actual casualty lists as well, uh, which is somewhat extensive, as you might imagine, because yeah, 144 casualties, I think, off the top of my head. My maths is terrible. You guys know that. Even if we take out the actual ground objectives, Limbo got 254 points for killing my stuff, and I only got 111 points for killing his. So he's done quite a lot better than me. But anyway, let's get that back, and yeah, we'll get round to rounding everything up.